Well, baby, I'm on it with a bottle of wine and an old dirt road, and you're ready to go if you want to. Hey, thanks everybody for joining us today. Live Music Nation podcast, Pumpkin Farm Fall Festival Spectacular. Today with Carla Fisher. She was with the Bloomsdale Fun Farm. Carla, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
So it's a family endeavor. Give us a little background on you. Where did you grow up? And then talk a little bit about your family, and then we'll jump into the farm.
Okay, well, I grew up in Illinois. I am a retired school teacher, and now we live here in St. Genevieve, Missouri. The farm is in Bloomsdale, which is north of here, about 12 miles, and about 4 miles south of St. Louis.
Okay.
And here we are in the agritourism business. We started the farm 3 years ago, so we're entering our third fall.
Okay.
And I did all the amusements for a large orchard in Illinois for 20 years. And when COVID hit, that ended that. That changed a lot of people's lives and affected ours for the better. And therefore, we decided to start our own agritourism facility in Bloomsdale, Missouri. Sound good?
So what we're finding is you just discovered ways to evolve from COVID, and that seems to be a common denominator across the board. If we jump into your farm, Carla, when people jump out of their cars, what are they going to see?
Well, when they jump out of their cars and they enter through the admissions, their first thing they're going to think is that this farm's been here for 10 years. Because due to the fact that we've been in the business for someone else for so many years, we really did start on steroids. I mean, there's just tons and tons of activities to do. Of course, there's a pumpkin patch and weather permitting, the corn maze and sunflower field. But in addition to that, we have 6 mechanical rides. We've got an 85-foot, 3-lane fiberglass slide, tricycle tracks, wagon ride, train ride, ball games. The activities are just, people stay all day. My motto is family fun all day long, and they truly do. If they choose to spend the day with us, they will maybe not even get to do everything because they'll run out of time.
Wow.
It's really great. Families just love the safety and the comfort of the area that we offer them. It's beautiful. It's huge. So it's all spread out. Nobody's all crammed up. You're just out in the country, just having a really great time with your family.
Fantastic. Talk about your family's involvement. How many? No, I don't need to know how many employees you have, but percent wise of your staff, how many of those are family and friends, and do you hire from the community? How do you keep this thing running?
My husband and I and our 2 adult children, so it's Bob, myself, Carla, Claire, and Sam. We met late in 2019, fall of 19. Let me think. 2021. No, 2020. Sorry. And just decided, it's time for us to move closer to home in terms of my business and start the farm. So the 4 of us decided, yes, we're going to do this. We literally broke ground November 1st of 20, and we opened for the first season in the fall of 21, doing all the excavating, putting roads in, electric in. So the 4 of us are partners, and we have just worked endlessly to get this thing to look like it's a 10-year farm, really on the first year.
Wow.
So we're partners. We're all in.
All right.
But as far as employees, we're trying to keep it in the situation where, we want everyone to have a positive experience. We have most of our staff is from the community. We hire, seasonal employees. We're open Saturdays and Sundays only, mid-September through the end of October, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. And I like those hours because as a family, we want to be home in the evening, talk about the day, be ready for the next day. And for our staff, it gives them their evenings to themselves also. Yeah. And that's why we just decided that that's just how we roll.
Yeah, no, for sure. Okay. So you want to keep people there all day. That means you got to feed them. My next question is, what are people going to smell in the air? And I don't mean barn animals. I mean foods. What kind of foods can they expect to have when they come to your farm?
We have two concessions that I hired in. One of them specializes in barbecue. So he does, pulled pork, smoked pork steaks, bratwurst, hot dogs. But he also does, chicken fingers and nachos and stuff like that. This year, the local Knights of Columbus of Bloomsdale, Missouri is going to be our second vendor. They will do some smoked chicken and then hamburgers, pork burgers. A huge thing around St. Genevieve is pork burger sandwiches. So that is the one thing I demanded that they do, because people from out of town will eventually be like, we're going to Bloomsdale Fun Farm and we are going to get a pork burger.
There you go.
And then this year, our family, we will make, which we have the last 2 years also, we'll do the kettle corn, the apple cider donuts, or beer, wine, apple cider slushies, some kind of sangria or wine slushies we'll do this year. So we'll do that kind of fair food, so to speak. There's tons of food and drinks here.
That's perfect. Okay. This is a ton of work. It also takes a ton of passion. What feeds you to keep going in this business?
It's the four of us, just the growth and experience that the four of us are sharing. I mean, every night we sit down and we talk about it and we throw out ideas and we, hash things out, agree and don't agree. And I mean, we just really, the joy of seeing everyone once you are open and the hard work that we put into it and how everyone's having so much fun. It's very self-rewarding. Last year I met a fellow who had been in a bad four-wheeler accident, and his mom asked me about getting a wheelchair swing. So this year we will be debuting our wheelchair swing for some of our special needs guests. And we really do pride ourselves on being there for the special needs community.
I love that. I love that. Thank you for doing that. Absolutely. Carla, how do people find out more about Bloomsdale Fun Farm?
Go to our website, bloomsdalefunfarm.com. You can purchase tickets there. They're cheaper online than they are at the gate. And we also do, if you subscribe online, you'll get notification of any sales that we have. Perfect. Thank you so much for being on with us today. I really appreciate it. Thank you. And we hope everybody comes to Bloomsdale Fun Farm. You bet. Well, baby, I'm on it with a bottle of wine and an old dirt road. Are you ready to go if you want to?